There was a time in the small town of Willow Creek. There lived the Ether family, a strong, resilient African American family of 7. The youngest son, Jamal, was just 14 years old and full of life. He was a talented artist with a bright future ahead of him. One sunny afternoon, Jamal was walking home from school when he noticed a jacket lying on the ground in the yard of his white neighbors, the Hendersons. Being a responsible and honest young man, Jamal decided to pick up the jacket and return it to its rightful owner. But little did Jamal know that this simple act of kindness would throw him into a nightmarish ordeal of systemic racism. Later that evening, Mrs. Henderson burst into the Ether family's home, accusing Jamal of stealing her son's jacket. She was a notorious Karen in the community, always stirring up trouble and causing chaos wherever she went. Jamal's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ether, were shocked and outraged by the false accusation. They knew their son would never steal anything, let alone a jacket. But the Hendersons were relentless in their accusations, and soon the police were called to the scene. As the police arrived, Jamal felt a sense of fear and unease wash over him. He had heard stories of young black men being wrongly arrested and even killed by the police. He knew he was innocent, but would they believe him? The police officers approached Jamal with hostility in their eyes. Without giving him a chance to explain himself, they pulled out their guns and ordered him to get on the ground. Jamal's heart raced as he complied, tears streaming down his face. Just as the situation seemed dire and hopeless, the rest of the Ether family and their neighbors came rushing to Jamal's aid. They stood between him and the police, demanding to know why this innocent boy was being treated like a criminal. After a tense standoff, the truth finally came to light. The jacket had simply fallen off the rail in the Hendersons' yard, and Jamal had picked it up to return it. The white neighbors were left red-faced and embarrassed, realizing their mistake. Jamal's family was relieved, but also angry. They knew this was not just a simple misunderstanding, but a clear case of bigotry and hate. The Hendersons' actions had endangered their son's life and shattered their sense of safety in their own neighborhood. Determined to protect their family and community from such despicable people, the Ether family and other neighbors formed a watch group. They patrolled the streets, keeping a vigilant eye out for any signs of racism or injustice. As the days passed, the streets of Willow Creek became safer and more united. The community banded together in solidarity against hate and discrimination. Jamal's ordeal had sparked a movement of change and empowerment. Through it all, Jamal learned the harsh realities of systemic racism and the importance of standing up for justice. He emerged from the ordeal stronger and more determined than ever to fight for equality and fairness for all. And so the story of the Ether family and their youngest son became a tale of resilience, unity, and hope in the face of adversity. They had faced the forces of bigotry and hate, but had emerged victorious, proving that love and solidarity will always triumph in the end.